You went back to that 20-gram bottle that you left on the driver's seat.
Correct.
And you picked up that bottle?
Yes.
You opened that bottle?
Correct.
That bottle was sealed before you opened it?
Yes.
And so you twisted the top of the bottle?
Yes.
And you broke the seal?
Correct.
And after you opened it, you dumped out the contents?
Correct.
You dumped it onto the road?
Correct.
Then you put the top back on the bottle?
Yes.
Then you put the bottle back into the car?
Yes.
You threw it on the passenger side?
Yes.
Earlier you said that was just standard protocol.
Correct.
So you usually unseal alcohol bottles and dump them out?
Typically, I don't unseal them, but as I was twisting, I realized it was unopened, and that was my fault.
And has that always been your testimony?
No.
No, but previously you said that you didn't unseal it.
Correct. I didn't believe I did.
But now you know that you did unseal it.
Yes, watching my body camera.
Now, Officer Muth was the other officer with you, correct?
Correct.
She also conducted the search of the vehicle?
I don't remember if she searched the vehicle. I just remember myself searching the vehicle.
Okay, so you don't remember her searching on the passenger side while you searched on the driver's side?
No, I don't remember that.
Okay. But you did tell her about it, correct?
Correct.
Because you were the one who actually found the bottle.
Correct.
And officers rely on each other to write reports.
Yes.
And that's because not every officer sees everything.
Yes.
And not every officer writes a report.
Correct.
Usually there's a primary officer.
Correct.
And they're the ones who write the primary report.
Correct.
Other officers can write supplements, though. That's pretty normal.
Correct.
You wrote a supplement.
Correct.
In this case, Officer Muth was the officer who wrote the primary report.
Yes.
Like you said, she really made all the decisions.
Correct.
And you told Officer Muth about the bottle.
Correct.
And you told her that because she was the primary officer.
Yes.
Because she'd be writing the report.
Correct.
And you told her about the bottle because it was evidence.
Correct.
An open liquor bottle found inside the car within reach of the driver would be pretty big evidence with DUI, right?
I'm sorry, I didn't understand that.
Which was the last one that you understood?
Because she was the primary officer.
And what was the one right before that?
And you told Officer Muth about the bottle. Answer correct. Question, you told her that because she was the primary officer.
And you told her about the bottle because it was evidence.
Correct.
An open liquor bottle found inside the car within reach of the driver would be big evidence for a DUI, right?
Correct.
And you told Officer Muth that the bottle was open?
I don't remember my exact phrasing, but I know that from seeing her report, she said it was opened.
And she would only know that from you?
Correct.
And like you said, she put that in her report?
Correct.
Because the emptied bottle was evidence of DUI.
Can you say that again?
So the empty bottle, that was evidence of DUI at this point, correct?
Correct.
But the contents would really be the evidence of the DUI?
Could be, correct.
But you dumped it out,
Correct.
despite it being evidence?
Correct.
Where's the protocol that told you to unseal a liquor bottle and dump it out?
I'm unable to impound liquids into our police department property and evidence. And at that time, I believed I was going to be impounding it, so I dumped it out.
And so what is the authority for impoundment? The rule. Where do you get the protocol rules for impoundment?
Our general orders, and I believe this was General Order 42.
So that would be the standard protocol.
Yes.
If I showed you a copy of General Order 42, would you be able to recognize it?
Yes.
I made a copy for y'all as well. So is that a copy of General Order 42?
Yes.
Can you please show me where in there it says that you cannot impound a sealed vial of liquid?
That would take me forever to look through. Do you want me to do that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or if you can just show me where
Objection,
it's
improper
regarding.
impeachment.
Do you not remember?
I don't remember the exact placement, no.
If you saw the order, would you be able to recall?
recall that it was in here?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Can you look through it and then tell me if you see it?
Objection, improper refreshment.
She said she didn't remember.
Im-
So, with reviewing that, refresh recollection of where in the report or where in the rules it says you can do that.
That I can dump it out or that I can't impound liquid?
Let's go first with the impoundment issue.
Okay, so impounding liquid, correct? Mm-hmm. That would refresh. Specifically alcohol, I don't.
No. So, looking at this though would tell you where the protocol is that you can't impound liquids.
Correct.
Is that correct? Well, here it is. Read through it and then please let me know when you found the part.
Does this include the property and evidence packaging manual?
Can you be more specific about that?
So the authority related references, it has the property and evidence packaging manual. Is that included in this?
I believe so. That's procedure 17.
Okay.
For the record and for defense counsel, for efficiency purposes, are you able to direct where in this document you would like her to look
Well,
for liquids?
the issue is it's not protocol.
I understand, however, this is a 33-page document. This would be an extreme waste of time to have her flip through each and every page. So if there's a particular section you would like her to look at, in particular about that, about liquids being impounded, period, for efficiency purposes, the state would object otherwise.
I don't think it's an efficiency issue to actually clarify whether or not there's a protocol, especially since it's such an integral issue to this case. I can give you the page number for section 17. Mm-hmm. 1 second. Page 32 is the property and evidence packaging manual and supplies that you were referencing.
Mm-hmm. But it's not actually the manual.
No, but there is a portion about impoundment protocols, correct? In other parts of this general order, there's multiple.
About impounding, correct.
And about also disposal of evidence.
Correct. Possibly. I don't know because I haven't read the whole thing recently.
Had you read it recently at the point that this case happened?
The protocol was directed out to me through use of another law enforcement officer. So they directed me to it in the general order, and I read it.
On that day?
On the
On
rest
May
of
7th, 2023.
So I see where this is not the actual copy of the manual, but there is a copy of the manual to be seen.
Page 7, section 2 deals with just general protocols for impoundment. Page 8 has packaging and transfer, specifically regarding liquids. Could you review that passage?
On page 7 or?
It begins on page 7, but really the point of interest is page 8, subsection E,
Okay.
under packaging and transfer.
Okay, so you specifically want me to look at those areas instead of the entire 33 pages?
Yes.
So it says here, all seized, recovered, abandoned, found, suspicious, and evidentiary property shall be logged into and placed under the control of the P&E, which is Property and Evidence Unit, prior to the end of a member's tour of duty, except...
Objection, hearsay. Objection, hearsay.
Okay. Also, I was referring you to subsection E. I think that's the next page.
The state would have re-raised.
Oh, I'm just refreshing her recollection at this point.
I understand, however, refreshing recollection does not require to be read onto the record.
Didn't ask her to.
I'm sorry?
I didn't ask her to.
Okay. Well,
Then you
either
don't
way,
need to
objection
read
to
it.
hearsay.
Okay, so you asked where it says not to impound liquid. Wet items would be liquid, so in here it says wet items. Did you want me to read that?
No, like I said, page 8, subsection E.
Okay, you said page 7 through page 8.
Well, it starts in page 7.
Okay, subsection
Can we
E.
re-clarify what the question is? Because I think we're lost as far as what the question is at this point.
I'm trying to figure out where the protocol is to dump out sealed containers of liquid.
Okay, I apologize. I thought the question was, where does it say I cannot impound liquid? And that would be on page 7.
So you can't impound liquid, period. That's what you're saying.
Correct. I cannot impound liquid.
But liquids can be impounded.
Not by a standard patrol officer.
So if you find liquid, you're supposed to notify someone else to come in and pound it,
Correct, in certain circumstances.
if there's evidence.
Correct.
Because you're supposed to impound evidence.
Correct.
And this bottle was evidence, correct?
Correct.
So you should have notified somebody to come in and pound it.
So in certain circumstances, the forensics team would come out, but in a misdemeanor, they do not come out for liquid or for I don't know their exact protocols, but I know they don't come out for.
So you just made the
misdemeanors.
decision.
Correct.
Okay. You just made the decision to dump it out.
Yes.
And that's because you can't impound it.
Objection asked and answered.
Okay. In the car, you also found a insulated mug, right?
Correct.
And that was in the cup holder?